Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me unboxing a board game, and today I'm going to be unboxing Skytear Horde, which I was able to get from my friend in the local game store for a little bit cheaper, and I think it's because they have a new campaign coming out, Skytear Horde campaign. I saw like a big box version of it. It was a whole thing and I felt a little sad, felt a little left out, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Let me go ahead and get the music started in the background, and let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. So I have no context for this game. That's not true. I have a little bit of context, and that little bit of context is that it's a, well, no, let me take it back. I have no context. I was gonna say it's a tower defense. Oh, I see. Castle battle. The castle defense card battle. Okay. All right. Cool. I do have some context. So let's see, on the back of the box here we have some information, and that information says, Skytear Horde, deploy the Alliance. Choose from 6 different castles, 12 unique heroes, and 3 different ready-made decks of allies, spells, and towers. And I cannot read the rest of that. Sorry, I might be going blind, or it's out of focus. Nope, it's out of focus. That's what it was. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. And it says you resolve the 6 lanes from left to right. Fight the Horde, all this other stuff. Oh, here's a story. The castle defense card battler. Hordes of monsters are attacking the world of Skytear, and the legendary heroes from all 4 realms have forged an alliance to repel the common threat. Skytear Horde gives you the feeling of the classic trading card games with the convenience of ready-made decks. There are 2 ways to play, solo and co-op, or competitive. Okay. 20 minutes per player, that's not bad. Cool. Some people were saying that this game has a very similar feel to something like a Hearthstone, and they said that a better version of this wasn't this game, but it was Ashes of the Singularity, or whatever it's called. But this is the one that I got because it's on sale, so that's why I got it. All right, let's go and open up the box. So we have the shrink wrap being opened. There we go. And let's go ahead and open up the box. So there we go. We got the rule book here. Let's go and take a peek at the rule. Oh, we got some nice little cardboards. We'll talk about that later. Let's look at this rule book. Let's see. Can I can't read that, man. All right, 1 second. Let me get this focus to focus better. And is it just hazy for me? Let me just zoom in a little bit. Don't know if that's better, but it's not really improving. All right, let me zoom in more. So we'll take a look at the rule book once I get this all kind of set, so we can kind of see how the rules are looking. And perfect. All right, there we go. I can now see. Thank goodness. I thought I was blind, but turns out, nope, my camera was just not cameraing. So we got the summary here. It just says, background story, cool, credits and everything. Components, got some cards, a lot of cards, castle cards, alliance cards, horde cards, portal cards, outsider cards, skeletal tokens, minion cards, player aids, lane markers, okay? And I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because I can't see the full rule book at the same time. Oops. A little bit more blurry, but hey, we'll try to work with what we can. So different stuff. I'm not gonna read the full rulebook, but we got the numbers pointing to what it's referring to. Cool. We have different modes. Overview of game. Key concepts. Okay, I like a key concept section. And let's see, refresh phase, horde phase. Alliance phase, treachery phase, fight phase, pilgrimage phase. Oh my god, how many phases are in this game? Wait, let me go back. Did they put that up front? I wonder if they put it up front. Maybe I missed it. Yeah, they put it up front. Okay, cool. Oh, so it'd be very strange if they didn't. But game flows: refresh phase, horde phase, alliance phase, treachery phase, fight phase, pillage phase, and phase. And it's on this little reference card here. Okay, cool. Lots of pictures. I'm a fan of seeing pictures. I'm a fan of seeing different little examples and demos. That's pretty cool. I'm a fan so far. I'm a fan so far. Looks like a lot of different pictures, and they're kind of highlighting the key information, or maybe that's just like bonuses and boosts. Oh no, yeah, they're highlighting key information, showing a card that is tapped and everything. And oh, achievables. There's achievables in this game. Nice. Then they're advertising for their other game. The first game created in the universe is Skytear. It's a game inspired by mobile video games. This is just the history of Skytear. Is it Skytear or Skytear? I'm gonna call it Skytear. My apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. We got a glossary, nice. Do we have page references? No, we do not. Oh, no, we do. Okay, we do. We got a lines deck, see page 16. Attachment, see page 16. But not for everything. That's a little annoying. So Horde deck, see page 16. Ready, see page 7. Okay. And all right, nice. Cards and decks. So we got different cards here. Explanation. All right. Looks like a pretty good rule book. I don't know how well it's going to teach me the game, but it looks like it's comprehensive enough for you to kind of get through it. Let's go ahead and take out this cardboard. And I'm just going to go ahead and do our traditional drop test here. Okay. Sorry, I gotta give a better chance than that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. All right, can't get that one to come out. Okay, I gotta put a little force on that one. All right, those two were kind of a given because they're pretty long. Let me see if anything else pops out. No, okay. Seems like a pretty reasonable die cut though, so I'm happy. Well, maybe not. Hold on, that's stuck a little bit. Let's go ahead and do our push down method. Yeah, no, I don't know. Well, oh, a little bit of no tearing there. Felt like there might have been a little bit of paper tearing here on the cardboard, but I didn't feel too much. All right, let's see these pieces. Cool, just popping out these cardboard. It looks like that's it. It's just this, and then it's just cards and empty space. I'm a fan of cards and empty space because cards and empty space means that it's primarily a card game, and this actually might be a good candidate for storing in something like the GameGenic Game Castle. I'm not sponsored by Game. I am not sponsored by GameGenic. I'm not sponsored by anybody actually. But I just got done doing a video about the GameGenic Game Castle, which I don't know if it'll be up at the same time. Might have been up before people see this video. But at any rate, the reason why I'm saying that though is because I mentioned that the GameGenic Game Castle is perfect for card-type games, card-based games, and this actually might be a good candidate for that. I'm thinking about it. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Right, these tiny pieces are really frustrating to get out. They're like getting stuck on one end, and it doesn't look like they're tearing or ripping paper or anything, but it's not like getting the full clean rip. But that's good enough. Make sure I don't have any pieces in there. And yeah, you kind of see the ripping happening, like right there. It's kind of hard to see. It just means that the die, so the die cut, I don't know what the exact science is behind like doing die cuts for cardboard, but the way I look at it is like, it's always nice and great when it just like, just kind of look at it and a piece falls out. That seems great. But then you think about when it's in transit, when it's in storage and all those things, you really don't want this piece just kind of falling out and flying around, getting bent up and dinged up. So it's nice to have a die cut that's kind of nice and sturdy to hold, but I'm only saying that because I always talk about like, can it fall out by itself? Yeah, woo, and I cheer if it does, but if it doesn't, I'm saying, oh, boo. But the reality is, it's probably better if it doesn't. All right, so this is the cards that are inside the box here. Looks like there's 3 different decks that it gives me. I don't know if these decks are very specific or special. I will open them, at least one of them. Let's open up this one. This one looks like the player aid cards are in here. Torn pretty easily. And quality of card, yeah, I mean, it just feels like a card. I mean, I'm definitely going to sleeve these. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. I'm going to sleeve everything. Probably won't sleeve every single card while I'm here on this video, but I am going to sleeve these cards since I've opened. So card quality is always a thing. These are GameGenic standard matte sleeves that I'm putting on this. I should have enough sleeves. I think I have 250 or 300 sleeves. I think it's only 230 cards inside this game. So I should have enough sleeves to sleeve everything. Anyway, gosh, I always run into this problem where it's like, I want to say that I'm not going to sleeve everything because I don't want to bore everybody to death of me just sleeving a bunch of cards and just rambling on about stuff. But also, sleeving everything will give me the opportunity to see what kind of storage solution I would need, because sleeves definitely add some good thickness to cards. And one of the things that it kind of took me a while to think about this, but if you ever want to know how much thickness sleeves are going to add to your cards, it's not an exact science, but if you look at your cards, or you look at your sleeves that you're going to be using, so in this case I'm using all these sleeves, and then you kind of take your cards and just stack those together, boom, that's how thick your cards are going to be after you finish sleeving them. Again, it's not an exact science because error exists, but that's what I've been doing to kind of like judge, will this box fit sleeve cards? This box will definitely fit sleeve cards. For context, the cards were just kind of in there like, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like there's definitely a lot of space, enough space for you to fit sleeve cards inside of this. I might end up using like a deck box or something, which seems natural for this kind of game because there's different types of decks inside of this game. But I'll be using some deck boxes to store things, and we'll go from there. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna sleeve these cards for sure, and I'm probably gonna. Yeah, I really don't want to sleeve all. I think this game has 230 cards or something like that. I don't want to sleeve all 200 right now. So I'm just going to finish sleeving this stack of cards. I kind of don't want to sleeve this stack of cards, but because I opened it, like I said, I want to protect my cards here. One thing I will say too is that from what I've seen people talk about in this game, I am pretty excited to kind of give it a shot and give it a play. I know Hearthstone is a game that people give a comparison to. I never played Hearthstone. So that's something that I've avoided for better or for worse, hopefully for better. And I'm looking forward to kind of giving this game a shot to see how it plays, how it goes. I think some people were saying that, was it this game? I think it was this game. So, some people were saying playing, no, that was a different game. That was, man, what is it? Kingdom Rush. Because I was considering getting Kingdom Rush, the chest, the Kingdom Rush Uprising, the chest, or whatever it's called, or Elemental, sorry, Kingdom Rush Elemental, the battle chest, or the Elemancer chest. And people were saying that playing that game solo is pretty difficult, but playing it two-handed solo is very doable, much easier, much more fun. So yeah, I'm saying all that because I was going to say, I don't know, I was going to attribute that comment of playing this game solo is pretty hard and brutal, but playing it two-handed solo is much more fun. I don't know if people said that about this game because I was mixing up my games. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm looking forward to learning how to play the game, though. I am looking forward to just kind of get into the world. I did consider going on to who's the publisher for this game? Going on to Skytear Games. I did consider going into their page and just ordering like the big box, the champion box, or the campaign box, or whatever they call it, that has everything. But I don't think I want to get everything for a game that I haven't played a ton of yet. I tend to want to try to be somewhat of a completionist, or tend to end up being somewhat of a completionist when it comes to buying games and getting all the expansions for it. But I'm slowly trying to like work on not doing that, because the way I look at it is, especially if the base game is something that, you play once every 2 years, maybe you don't need all the expansions because you haven't even played the base game yet. So it's a whole different conversation. It's a whole different argument that one can make. I feel like I could definitely be on both sides of the argument. But if I had to pick one in particular, I feel like if it's a game that I know I'm going to like, I want to have all of it. So for instance, Sleeping Gods, okay, I can't use Sleeping Gods, but Great Western Trail, that's a great one. So Great Western Trail, I got that for my birthday here recently. And I went out and immediately got the expansion because I already knew I was going to like the game. I knew nothing about the game. And then I finally sat down and played it on Board Game Arena after trying to learn how to play it physically solo. And I played on Board Game Arena, and I really love the game, and I like the game a lot. I'm considering getting the other versions of Great Western Trail, but I'm thinking I'm just going to stick with the base Great Western Trail plus the Rails expansion, just call it a day. But what I'm trying to say that for there is that I want to kind of have all of a game if I know I'm going to like it. Revive is another good example. I went out and got the expansion immediately because I knew I was going to like the game, and then I played it with some friends, and we all ended up loving the game a lot. So we give that game a few plays. So I feel like I'm going to like this game. I don't know if I actually do like it though, because I haven't played it. I have no context for how it works. And oh man, so many cards. Look at that. And reference cards. Okay. I thought these were gonna be like different backed cards. It's like these are different. I think these are the tokens. Or maybe these are, oh, epic monster. Okay, these are epic monsters. And these are just not epic monsters. These are just normal monsters. And look at that. Look at that. I think the claim that I made was that if you're going to sleeve cards, you look at how the cards are. So here's the sleeve cards versus not sleeve cards. And then you take the sleeves you're going to use, and since you just stack them on top, and that's how much extra thickness you're going to have. I mean, again, it's just kind of a guesstimation, if you like those kind of words. All right, so deck box. I have a few deck boxes I actually just went out and bought in anticipation of this. And I actually got this one, this Ultra Pro deck box. I need something to open this with. Tiny scissors, save me. Okay. Legends DM is in our Twitch chat here saying, I am sleeving games right now. Yes. Ooh, I don't like that material. Oh gosh, what is that? Oh, it's like sandpaper. All right. Oh, also, sorry, I do live stream on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CULBLU. So feel free to check me out there if you're watching here on YouTube. But yeah. All right. Oh man. Okay. This tray. So I don't like this kind of deck box, because it just kind of has a piece of plastic that says please don't mix, and then everything just kind of mixes anyway. But I think this is for like a deck of cards, and then tarot cards, or tarot size cards. But yeah, it's not gonna work out for me. All right. Well, we're not using that deck box. Let's use this one. Oh boy, I don't know if I can fit all these cards in there. I need like 3 of these deck boxes. Okay, that fits. All right. So that was 1 pack of cards. So it's like each pack of cards is going to be 1 deck box. And let's see if the deck box fits inside of here. If it does, I'll get some more deck boxes. Looks like clearly I'm going to need this to go away. Oh, I see. I was very confused. Okay, so when I looked at this originally, I was like, man, why would they do it this way? But it looks like what it was that these were keeping things separate. But throughout the course of the game's life, each of these were kind of in their own little thing. But they slid so much that it ended up tearing through. Like it ended up tearing. Yeah, just like tearing like that. That's crazy. All right. Well, that's cool. Cool to know that it was like this, because I was about to say it's very weird that it was like laying down like that, but it just kind of tore. Skytear. All right, so that fits in there. Looks like that fits well. Oh no, my mic. Sorry, my mic. My microphone went away. Turned my head and then the microphone just went flying. There we go. All right, sorry about that. Sorry, I was gonna say tiny scissors, save me. There we go. All right, so we got another deck box and we need 1 more. I do have 1 more. Oh well, okay, well this is my last deck box. Oh, see, I thought about another one that matched. I thought I had a clear one. I got a pink one left, so I'll use the pink one. And this can allegedly fit 80 cards. There we go. Boom. All right, let's see, for the bits and bombs, I'm gonna use let's use one of these. This is a Geekbox Duo, or Dual, what is it, Duo? I don't know, it's like these are just heart tokens. Let's put these in the same little container there. I have no context for what all these things mean, but I'm assuming there's two different types here. So I'm just gonna put them in two different sides. So there's the health looking ones, and these are the objective looking ones, activation looking ones. I don't know. All right, there we go. Boom, bam, perfect. All right, and I think that is almost it. Like I said, I'm not going to sleeve every card here because I think the storage solution is pretty straightforward. Essentially, I'm going to need to sleeve the cards, and then once I do, they can fit inside these deck boxes here. And then once they're inside the deck boxes, they all fit. The rule book goes right here on top. The little lane tracker goes over there on the side. Goes there. Yep. That's all set. So I'm going to do the, where's my other? I think sleeving cards is like, it's a fun thing to do and it protects your game. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Like I said, I'm gonna, after I finish streaming, sleeve these. So I'm gonna sleeve them right now. Then I'm gonna shove all oh, you couldn't see that. Shove all 100 sleeves in there. And we're gonna open this one, and then we're gonna shove all 100 sleeves in this one too. Way more sleeves than was probably needed, but we're doing it anyway. There you go. Boom, look at that. Perfect. Stored. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. We have cards left. Oh shoot. My divider. Where's my divider? I have dividers, but they are across the room. Alas, here I am, getting up from my chair once again to go fetch something from across the room. Because of course I am. Oh, you know what? I just got some dividers. I didn't have to get up at all. Shoot. That's fine. It's tradition. All right. So we got ourselves a divider, so we can separate these cards from those ones. We don't need a divider for these ones. So they're pretty different. And that will go right there. So, boom, perfect. All right, so that's all set. And we're almost done reboxing. And that's it. We've done it. We have successfully unboxed, sleeved some, not all, some of the cards, and then reboxed, and it looks like there's a little bit of box lift. It's a very small amount of box lift. I dare say it's box lift, but it's definitely box lift. Yeah, it's definitely box lift. But it's not too bad. All right, and I think that's good. Okay. Well, that was pretty easily done. So we're gonna go ahead and close out this video there then. Looks like I did end up ditching the insert that it came with in lieu of using deck boxes. And like I said, I'll finish leaving everything here off stream, or sorry, off camera here. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. If you are watching here live on Twitch, I will be doing another unboxing here in a second. But if you're watching here on YouTube, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all have enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.